It should just be Gazette here. The favicon icon, this icon here.
Okay.
He said change that, but he sent a link over here. So just make a link from let me open this up in the new tab. Basically, just create one here quickly, and then use that instead.
Okay.
PHP should have more extensive error checking. So if you look at my PHP, there's no it's just straight towards output code 200. Like there's no checking for errors. But he's given me a PHP script of what the errors should look like. Let me put it on the Xcode. All of this I will send to you.
Okay.
Bro, oh my days. So if you look at it, he's over here. He's checking for errors before he gets the return. But basically, he said you can basically use the same script.
Okay.
But all the PHP needs to check for errors, and then afterwards, he was saying something about this. I forgot what he said about this, but with the data set, because it's a large data set, he said in the script he just asked for what is needed. That way, it just makes it run faster.
Yes.
Yeah. You understand so far, yeah?
Yes. Yes. Go on.
And selecting geolocated path. What the hell is this? Selecting geolocated country, pass the navigator position coordinates via Ajax to a PHP routine that calls the geo names. Oh yeah. He was saying with the JSON file, these two are added, so these two shouldn't be here. We should only have country border.
Okay.
The project will still work without these two. Will it work?
I don't know. We'll have to check.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but he was saying only country border should be in there. Those two should not be in there.
Okay.
And then okay. Let me show you the code pen. I sent you the code pen, but basically all the code for this program is on here. So what I'm about to tell you, just look at the code here. It literally tells you exactly how to make it. But for the markers, like when you get closer towards it, you see how when you hover it, you just on hovering, you don't need to click it, but just on hovering, the information pops up, right?
Okay.
And there was something else. There was. He added a where is it? It's why is it not showing? You see here, like when I go over it,
Yes. Yes.
you see that there's a polygon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're meant to have that. It was working before on these other two as well. I don't know why it's not working. Yeah, look, you see how we have these polygons?
Yeah. Now it's working.
Yeah. I'm meant to have that as well with my cluster marker groups. And make the cluster marker groups look like this as well. Like how how the icon is for them. Make it look like that. But all the code for all of this is on the code pen. I think for these polygons and the cluster group, it is up here. I think he's put the overlay. He's done it as overlays. You see it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and then he's put it together over. Where has he put it together, man? Yeah, he's put the overlays up there. See that?
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, basically got to look through that, and then obviously for the icons, it should be somewhere here about how they do it. Basically, he wants my code to look very similar to this. So just look into it. Look at this code extensively. And there was um, yeah, and apparently we're using the old Bootstrap. We're not using the new Bootstrap. Framework should be Bootstrap 5.3.2.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're using the old Bootstrap. We need to get the new one in, and then when you look at the Bootstrap, um, like see how their one looks compared to
Yes.
our one. Let's just see Panama. So this is the weather, right?
And the left one. Yes.
What the fuck? This is how our weather one looks like. It shouldn't look like this. He's saying use the Bootstrap framework to make it look like this, and all the code for how this looks is over here in the code pen. It should be like this, and then normally, even with this, when you get the weather details up, fucking hell, bro, why is it not working? Uh, you know what? Let me try it. Yeah. Fucking it's not even coming up now. But normally before, I don't know why it's not showing now, but before it had the forecast in there as well. It said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Do you remember?
Yes. Yes.
But no, before you had to slide across, right, to see the full, all of it. It needs to be all together like this. And he's saying you use the
Like
Bootstrap.
we just use only two next days.
Huh?
Like you mean that we should only show the two next days, like today and next
No,
day
no.
and
I'm saying make it fit all in one without having to scroll.
okay.
So there should be no scroll. Make it all fit in the box, but the box needs to look like this. Like you see how they have done it?
Okay, sure.
It needs to look like that. That's the weather one. At a glance. So this is the information one. When this is our button for the information. See how we have like no header, nothing. Actually, wait, no, sorry. This. See how we have no header, nothing like that, right?
Okay.
It needs to look like this, and it's better. It's better if you just have everything that they have here instead of all of this.
Okay.
So have like capital city, continent, languages, currency, ISO alpha 3, population, area, postal code format. Just have that, and it needs to look like that. And to make it look like that, you need to use the Bootstrap, like I was telling you before.
Yeah, I have to
But
use CSS or Bootstrap.
yeah, it will be the Bootstrap. You were saying, but obviously, all the code for how this looks is here. Is all in the HTML. Is all in here. It's in the code pen, and format all dates and numbers. I'm not too sure what he meant by this, but have a look into it. What he means. Then the news.
The above two ones you missed them.
Which ones?
At a glance and the weather example. No, okay. The format all
Hide
dates.
top bar and float country select over top middle of map. Hide. Brother. This one, I'm not too sure what he means by this one. Leave this one out for now.
Okay.
Well, so when I call him next, I'll get him to explain it more.
Okay.
Name marker groups in layer control. Let's see what. Yeah. So this one's just talking about how when you hover over it and the polygons
Okay.
for
We
the
should
cluster
color
groups.
it black, right? Not the purple and light purple.
Sorry.
You mean that we should mm, put the border in black color and the middle in light white, right? Like a bit overlay, not
No,
the purple.
for the clusters, for these clusters, like you see the number two.
No, no, the markers around the countries.
Which markers are you talking about? Like when we click the
Yes, yes,
airport marker.
yes. You
Uh,
want me to make to switch the purple one to the black borders and white overlay, right?
like yeah, but brother, just make it look like how it is here. Exactly like how it is here.
Okay, okay,
Exactly like how it is here. Make the you know the cluster icons, like you know number three, make it look exactly like this. But all the code for this is in here,
yeah, I
right?
got it.
Um, where the news example. Remember how when we used to do the news, we could only get the news for America with the API.
Okay,
So he's saying use a new API. Make a make a new API with this one. I'll make the API and I'll send it to you. But
okay,
same thing. So all for all the buttons, they need to, it needs to look like this,
sure.
right? So and you achieve that with the bootstrap. It needs to look like this.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, fine.
Currency example. Oh yeah, with the currency, the way we have it set, if I go to currency, it just says enter amount, converted amount, right?
Right.
He's saying, first of all, it should look like this, like
Okay,
where you have heading over here, like that. And as soon as you open it, it should always be set to one, and then always give the option for them to convert. But whatever country you select, that country's money should be in that box, and then obviously that should be set to one, and then whatever the result is.
okay, okay.
You understand? So every time they open it
Yes.
up, that should be set to one, and convert to
The
and
country
whatever
that is
country you
selected.
selected,
Yeah.
their currency. But obviously, this one is in USD. We want it from pounds, yeah. But this one's we want it from pounds, yeah. Okay. What else? Sorry. Oh yeah, and he was talking about the language. From here, always give. He was saying give them an option. So all the languages, just list them in the box. Same thing as the currency. Wherever the country is selected, that one should automatically be in there. But obviously, have a box where they can change it, where they can go through it for this one and this one.
Okay,
Yeah. So they should be able to change English to whatever language, and this one to whatever language. But how you have set it right now
okay,
is perfect, where it originally starts at English and uses a language, but it needs to look like something like this. Or better example is the currency example. Yeah, something like this. But he said you can use. I think when you go through it and you see the bootstrap that he's used, you'll be able to understand. And do you? What's CDNs? What the hell is CDNs? What do you say? Not use CDNs. What are CDNs? What the fuck is CDNs, man? Uh,
you can tell me the remaining two ones.
um, yeah. declare only CSS in head tag. JS must be declared just before end and body tag. Own CS and JS must be declared last in each respective section. But this too with the coding, so just follow these rules for the coding. Keep console clear of all logs and errors. Here, actually, you know what? I can go through it with you. And basically, the way our code is written, most of it is fine, but he just wants it like, I'll give you an example with the JS, right? You always come back to these code pen links that I'm gonna give you, because the code that they have in there, that's how they want us to write our code, right? So he wants the same thing. How they've put global declarations here. They've put a comment there. Yeah, they've here they've put event handlers. They've separated it. Event handlers. They've got title layers even in yeah, like just the comments and stuff. Basically, look at how they've formatted the code in these what do you call it, in these code pen links, and that's exactly how they want you to do it. But all of this, bro, you know what will be easier? Yeah, now that we're on here, is it all right if I get your number?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, just give me your number so I can just WhatsApp it all to you. It just makes it easier.
Okay, sure. We'll share you in the chat.
Yeah, if you share.